What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Knockout of the Week Award with yours truly, Mike Orr, my man Cedric Ben in the den. And you know what you guys are here for, and that is to find out who the winner of our Knockout of the Week is. And it's none other than Janibek Kazakhstan Alimkhanuly. Wow. Over Danny Dignum. Big third round uppercut, man. First, what was it? 2 straight lefts, followed by that left uppercut to just put him on his back and make him go to bed.
Yeah, man, it's perfect. This guy, that knockout was a perfect. The whole fight was a perfect example of how technique equals power. Perfect technique equals power. Not just technique throwing, but perfect technique, because he didn't look like he loaded up on any punch. Like, there was no punch where he made an angry face, and like you can tell that he threw his whole body into it. At no point in time was there any extra a movement into his punches. It was perfect technique, perfect 1-2. That's what set up the uppercut. It wasn't just a random uppercut that he threw. It was the perfect jabs at distance, the feints. He did something. I thought I was the first person to say this when I would see it happen sometimes, but he made his opponent fall down from like a crossover move just from his fake. Like in basketball when someone dribbles and they make their opponent like fall down from a dribbling move. It's the same thing in boxing. You could throw a fake and have your opponent, try to counter punch, but they're shadow boxing because you're not there and fall on the ground. He made him do it like 2 times in a row within 10 seconds of each other, just to show you how much feints could freeze your opponent. But man, this guy, he's something else, man. He's something else.
Definitely. He's a force to be reckoned with in the division. The middleweight division now has a new boogeyman, man. That's what I'm saying. He destroyed the previously unbeaten Danny Dignum with a fight-ending uppercut, guys, in the second round to win that vacant WBO interim middleweight world title. Honestly, a 2016 Olympian from Kazakhstan landed 15 of his final 17 power shots and 21 of 33 overall. Dignum, who was 14-1-1-8.
Whoa. Bring that back again.
You want to hear it again? You want to hear it one more time?
So
he landed 15 of his final 17 power shots, okay, and 21 of 33 overall thrown.
Yeah, I know that was the end of I know after the first round it was like 13-5 as far as landed punches, and he also had not only more punches but more effective punches. Even as you know, I'm watching the highlight right now. Even the first time that he dropped him, again, it wasn't even a hard punch. It was he threw up about a 5-punch combination, and 1 out of the 5 punches landed, and that's the one that hurt him. And then one of the follow-up punches is the one that dropped him, right? So that's a perfect example of a combination knockdown, not just a 1-punch knockdown.
Yes, definitely. Honestly, this kid, he's he's making a name for himself. Honestly, we don't know who's going to fight him next. We'll see who he's going to fight. There's already people turning down matches with him. Danny Dignum stepped it up last night, jumped in the ring with him. Honestly, was outboxed, outclassed from the get-go. But shout out to him for trying to do his best, man, and ended up on his back. It's unfortunate it happened, but somebody had to win last night, and it was Janibek, the Kazakhstan Alimkhanuly with that KO. Yeah. Definitely a highlight reel. Wonderful uppercut, laid him right out on his back, guys. We will definitely put a link to this in the comments so that you guys don't have to search far for it. But it wasn't the only knockout of the night, man.
Wait. You're talking. Speaking of the Kazakh style, he had some very interesting things to say after the fight, because the reason why he specifically emphasizes the Kazakh style is because he was kind of mad at Triple G for emphasizing having a Mexican style when Triple G was in the height of his career, when he was on his way up, smashing everyone. And he was talking about having that Mexican style. I think some people from Kazakhstan, the country that he's from, and also the country where Mr. Alimkhanuly is from.
Yes, he's
from the same country.
He's from Kazakhstan.
Apparently, some people took kind of offense to that, saying like, we have good boxers here. Why do you have to say that your style is another country style? So that's why he's emphasizing the Kazakh style. He has it written on his shorts and everything. So that's doing a good job of being a
What I
poster
do
child.
love about this kid is his confidence, man. Quote, I am in the ring right now, and I want to tell every champion in this weight class, I am here waiting for you. I'm asking every champion to come and fight me. Janibek said, I told Dignum, I wish him luck in the future. I think he's a good fighter. He showed good skills and has a big future, end quote. Yo, honestly, great showmanship. Congratulating Danny Dignum on his efforts, but also in the same turn, telling every champion he's there waiting, and he ain't going nowhere, man. And honestly, it's only a matter of time before we see him in a championship match. Honestly, if he keeps laying people out the way he does. Honestly, I can't wait to see this guy jump back in the ring again. Yo, Janibek, Kazakhstan, Alimkhanuly, the man is the real deal. And honestly, yo, middleweights, look out, because here he comes. Yeah. That's all I got to say about him, man. Honestly,
he has a great coach in Buddy McGirt too. So
yes,
yeah, man, he's what is he now? 8 KOs in his 12 fights, I believe. So yeah, man, he's doing his thing. Like I said, technique equals power. This guy, any southpaw, any boxer in general should be watching, but all you southpaws out there should be studying this guy.
Yes,
technique.
Yes. Okay, we got to touch on it, man. We got to touch on the next one. Benavidez, Lemieux. Not quite. I was not quite expecting that kind of showing, but yeah, man, Benavidez really did put on a clinic, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, the Canadian was had a very tough uphill battle. You know, most of his career when he was a champion was at 160. His toughest match against Triple G when he got stopped was at 160. You know, he was up against, and then he's moving up in weight class and facing the guy who I already predicted to beat Canelo. So yeah. I knew this was going to be a tough one for the Canadian, unfortunately, and yeah, it turned out that way. But you know,
Benavidez beat and battered Auguste Lemieux from the opening bell, knocking him to the canvas for the 5th time in his career midway through the 2nd round on a massive uppercut that nearly sent Lemieux through the ropes. Lemieux somehow survived that onslaught of Benavidez' power punches and returned to action in the 3rd round.
It did not just nearly through the ropes. It actually threw it, and like his butt slid him
right out and underneath. Benavidez went right back to work, dishing out more and more punishment as Lemieux's corner stepped in and signaled the surrender to the referee, Harvey Dock, who waved off the fight with 1:31 remaining in the 3rd round. Honestly, you know, Benavidez staggered Lemieux in the closing seconds of round 1. And, you know, a big blow left hook that sent Lemieux into the ropes with Benavidez punching with a 10-punch combination of uppercuts, hooks, and straight jabs. Doc later said he was about to stop the fight had the bell not rung at the end of the round. A lot of people say that, you know, he should have stopped it maybe a little earlier, but, you know, he's the man in charge in the ring. He said he was about to do it, but the bell saved him. Yeah, he was taking some serious punishment during that 1st round, man. There was some big things. You know, I give it up to Lemieux, man, trying to come back, push, jump in there, and honestly try and make a comeback, but doesn't look like he did too well last night, man. Guys, if you want to check out that fight, it's all over. You can easily see it. But yo, our man David Benavidez doing exactly what he does every time, coming in there and devastating, man, and winning. This is what we love, man, about this kid. This kid is a force to be reckoned with at that weight class, bro. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to prove last night that he could still make that weight class, and he came in 2 pounds under 168. So, you know what I mean? He can still make that 168 division, and that's some big things, man. This kid, he's no joke.
It is, man. Obviously, he just fought last night, so he doesn't have anything scheduled up yet, but just make sure you guys pay attention to that name. He's got to get an easier nickname for people to remember. Maybe we could come up with a nickname for him. Well, he has the Kazakh style name right now, but
yeah, there's the Kazakh style.
That's the style of boxing, but he needs a nickname.
Honestly, they should just start calling him the Boogeyman. Because realistically, that's what he's becoming, man. He's definitely becoming the Boogeyman in that division. Okay, honestly, here's my shout out to, honestly, the Benavidez Lemieux card. Yo, big KOs on the undercard that was not televised. Shout out to all the openers. All the opening fights were first round KOs, man. What a great night of knockouts. Big time. Shout out to Julio Hernandez, Mickey Scala, Siobhan Stillwell, and Jesus Ibrea, all coming in with first round knockouts in their fights to open up that card last night for the Benavidez Lemieux fight. Shout out to Yoel Gomez being brought by George Cota, the first time in his career, the distance, man, which was a great fight to watch if you guys didn't see it. Also on that card, man, shout out to Luis Nunez and Jonathan Fierro. Both guys undefeated last night, going at each other, went the distance. Let me tell you, definitely the fight of the night, if not the weekend. If not the weekend, man. Holy crow. Honestly, guys, go check that fight out. Nunez definitely comes through with the big win there. You got to watch it. Super entertaining fight. Every round, both guys gave it their all, threw it at each other, man, dished it out, showed that they got, heart, courage, skill, speed, strength. This fight was an all-around great match to watch. If you guys missed it, go back and watch this. Luis Nunez versus Jonathan Fierro. What a great fight. Had to mention it just because of the excitement that it
that was a co-main event, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a co-main. It was a great fight to watch, man. Yeah, honestly, these guys battered it out round after round, just dishing it out, hitting them with the best shots that they could. These guys really proved, that this up and coming talent, man, definitely are the ones to watch right now, man, because they're doing nothing but exciting fights, man. And that's what this was. This was an exciting weekend of fights, guys. But we're not taking away from our man, Janibek Kazakhstan Alimkhanuly, coming through with the big, vicious uppercut knockout, putting Danny Dignum to sleep on the side of the mat. Wow. Big one, guys. We're going to drop that in the comments for you to find so you can see it, so you don't have to go looking for it, man. We'll drop it in the comments. We'll get our producer to do that for you guys. Anything else you want to add for this weekend, man, of wonderful fights? Oh, actually, shout out to Ashton Sylvie, MVP Promotions, second signee for his big first round KO win last night. Congratulations to him. Another prospect that we've been following who's now signed to MVP, which is Jake Paul. And, it's nice to see that he has his eye to the ground and he knows what good fighters are, man. And he's definitely giving them a break by signing them to MVP Promotions. And you know what? He came through with a big win last night, man. What a great performance from him as well. Talkin' Fight fans, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Knockout of the Week Award. You know what to do, man. Hit up Talkin' Fight, subscribe, get that membership. We'll see you next time. Same channel, next week, same time, new knockout.